Does God exist? Are aliens real? If they are, did God make them or the devil? These are the kinds of things that James Blish is not afraid to wrestle with, even though he was, I believe, agnostic himself. Well, I guess that makes sense. In hearing about James Blish from the almighty Book Pilled, the authority of science fiction on YouTube and Patreon, I was very impressed with his After Such Knowledge series. Hearing about him, I'm still sick, but I will lend you this esoteric knowledge. The government does not want me to make this video. I was always interested in his After Such Knowledge books and their topics about black magic. And this one, as we'll get into from that lovely intro, dealing with stuff that sometimes is not so maybe science fiction-y. And he definitely leaned more literary. He took science fiction seriously. I had high hopes with him from what I'd heard, and I have to say that he lived up to it most of all. He didn't just completely blow me away, but I mean, he's a cut above most writers, I'd say, period. The premise of this novel is so good. A Jesuit priest goes to a planet to evaluate if they can be brought into like the UN of planets. I don't remember. It may have just been the UN, actually. It's really messing with his theology, because these aliens, these reptilian humanoid T-Rexes with the little arms, that was probably more realistic, but I wish actually they wouldn't have been like that. It's a little harder to picture, take seriously. They basically have this perfect Garden of Eden on this garden-like planet where there's no crime, everyone's just logical, consistent, honest. And is it a Garden of Eden where they didn't fall? Is it the devil's mockery of God, of the Garden of Eden? If it is, the devil can't create, right? So now we have a problem, another theological problem. There's so much interesting in this book, twists and turns. Some of it is quite, I don't know, it took me back a bit, especially like the midpoint turn. I guess I'll just say that the aliens give the priest and his crew, before they go back to Earth, a gift. A gift. I'll leave it at that. This was a fix-up novel, so he smashed two stories together, but some people really ragged on the second half. I didn't feel like it was some huge departure. I have a very low tolerance for exposition, info dumping, but Blish, especially at the beginning of the book, was one that I actually enjoyed. Still sick. Still enjoyed him talking about just the world and explaining it. And usually stuff like that I start checking out mentally. It's hard for me. And I think that was a testament to his writing. Most people probably aren't as hung up on that stuff as I am, because I am a writer. So actually you may really enjoy it. Obviously this leans literary with the things it's tackling, but I mean, the best books really always do, right? Adds a whole new level to it. But I'd highly recommend this. I should have recommended my friend. He's all into theology. Chris is a call-out. I should have wrecked this to you. This would be right up your alley, man. I'm impressed with James Blish. People say he was uneven, though, but I think anything in this, I believe it's After Such Knowledge series, is considered good. It does some really interesting stuff like this, grappling with theology and even, I guess, some conspiracy theories now is still the same. You know, aliens Do they exist? Are they just other life forms? Did God create them and didn't tell us there's another world? The Bible actually says that God will make a new heaven and earth, I think, after the destruction. So that's pretty interesting, right? Even if you don't believe, like some conspiracy theories about are aliens some kind of, I don't know, fallen angels, hybrids, what are the spaceships? I mean, the UFOs, probably just secret military craft, let's be honest, but where they get the technology from, was it reverse engineered? Does this invalidate the Bible, people's religious beliefs? So yeah, definitely still relevant, still interesting, and I'd like to read more by this author. Although for all my praise, I'd say it wasn't like completely blown away. This is probably an 8 out of 10 for me, maybe 8.5. The ending is very good. It's very monumental. It leaves you with a lot of questions, and then, of course, the things talked about, you can really mull it over, brings it home, makes you wonder. But yeah, highly recommend it.